profile. Here, cost profile. And what is very important that it is a cost profile that also supports piece rate. Every job that is not piece rate, so fertilizer, cosecha, whatever, every job that is not piece rate is hourly. Yeah?
Okay.
Y ahí le voy a seleccionar el trabajo de esta.
Yeah,
El trabajo
because
de
we
estajo.
want to work with piece rate.
Sí.
Yeah.
Ahí defines cuáles trabajos sí tienen
Destajo y
destajo y cuáles no. Los que no tengan le vas a pagar 16.66 por hora. Ajá.
So this is the first thing. Second, what is the amount per hour you pay?
16.166.
And maybe next year you have a new base salary. I don't know. That's if the law changes 2% more or 1% more or whatever. You can change the amount. Never, very important. If next year this is more, yeah, make sure you add one line, not modify this line, because if you change it, you also change the history.
Okay.
And that's not what you want. You stop the history here, you start a new line with a new amount. Very important.
El año siguiente van a aumentar el salario del costo por hora.
le cambiamos.
No lo vayan a modificar esa, sino agreguen una nueva línea con la fecha donde inician y cuál va a ser ahora el precio por hora para que no se modifique, si no van a modificar todo el historial.
Every job that is not on the list, right? So that is fertilizer and all the jobs that are not on that list, you pay this. Every job. Piece rate jobs are defined here under piece rate, but we will first see if you make the minimum. You understand? This is the same as this. This is for all standard jobs, and this is for the jobs that are piece rate, but we will check if by your performance you make the 1666. Because if you don't make it, we compensate. Because it's minimum, so we have to pay you 1666. You understand? If you're only worth 15, but I have to pay you this, I compensate for 166. Maybe you have to tell that, but it's also on that piece of paper, right?
Sí. ¿Sí queda claro eso? Sí, o sea, todas las actividades que no están definidas en el trabajo de destajo, tú les vas a pagar 16.66 por hora. Ajá, y en donde tú defines las actividades a trabajo por destaco, quiere decir que le estás definiendo un salario mínimo que va a partir de ahí de 16.66 y dependiendo del desempeño que tenga la persona, va a ser lo que se va, ajá, en la actividad se va a agregar a ese mínimo que es 16.66 para obtener un mayor ingreso.
Yeah? Okay? So this is the one for the piece rates. And this is interesting because then we take out the breaks, right? The breaks don't count in your performance. So we put that on 0. So that's the first step, define cost profile. Second step, define piece rates. That is this one. And if you want to define piece rates, there are two locations where you can define piece rates. Per crop, variety, endeavor or HIROPS or whatever you want. Or for the company, general, everywhere. I can imagine that you have a difference in cucumbers and tomatoes. In that case, of course, you have two different crops with two different piece rates. But for now, you said, no, I want one piece rate for the whole company. That's why I select here otro, other. That means it's not per crop, it's per company. And what did we set up then? Here are my piece rate jobs. It is Anilla, it's Bajada, it's Esprota, it's the Sojar, and Radeo. And what is the amount I pay per head, right? In the next version, we say we pay extra on top of 1,000 heads or on top of 2,000 heads. So you will want the new version because then it's really a bonus. Then you get the second one, then you get this one. Now it's this one, it will be that one. Okay? This is your cost profile. And if it's too much, the amount is too high, you can also imagine that you say, listen, for Aniyar.
Entonces, por ejemplo, Sergio, ahí ya tengo lo que hizo, por ejemplo, que ya tengo la cantidad de lo que hizo, ya tengo también cuánto cuesta el anillo, entonces ahora sí, donde a mí me aparece como su reporte ya con el costo.
Okay. Where they can make a report with this.
Okay, well not now because we don't have data, but I can show it in my system. You don't have any data, nobody is scanning.
Sí.
There's no
Por eso tiene que
scanning.
estar switchando ahí.
Pero
Nobody,
igual donde me aparece, sí debe aparecer la
Sí,
pestaña, ¿no?
but nobody is scanning now, so then the report is also always there one day later, right? It's ETL, you know ETL, when we pick up the climate data every night we do that at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's also for the costing. We calculate the cost in the night. But one thing before I show you a report, here, you see I now created just for fun a new one, Aniyar, 1st of January 2020, we changed to this amount because it's higher, it's more. You see this one is not active yet, but as soon as it is the 1st of January, this one will be active, this one will be not active. You understand? You can prepare your season here.
Luego tener activo también.
Yeah, it will automatically be active.
Sí, pues solo va a estar activa, o sea, si tienes 2 veces anillar, solo en la temporada en la que estés actualmente trabajando es la que va a estar activa y la otra no va a ser nada más parte del historial.
We have one customer in Australia that has a new piece rate every day.
O sea, tiene gente en Australia que todos los días está cambiando de...
Los costos.
Todo el día.
It is a cucumber grower, so we have many cucumbers every day. But you know what?
No,
This
se la
person
pasará
said-
ahí,
this
se la
person
va a
says-
pasar.
I work on this for 1 hour, and I will cost the company 1 hour like $40 or something like that. But if you know how much it brings by changing it every day, it's a lot more than $40. So she can just do it. But never mind.
Ahí
This-
mi duda también en donde está activo lo debo de tener siempre en palomita.
Ajá.
Está seleccionado, por ejemplo.
Exacto,
Entonces,
sí,
tomar
para
en
que-
cuenta esa cantidad y esa actividad.
Sí.
Okay.
Correcto.
So for you it's now okay, but now they have to scan, right? Understand? If I now go to my system because I want to show you something, I need to explain one thing. Ik mis hier wel een foto daar voor te kunnen printen. Ik ben er gek van, dat is toch niet te schrijven. Ah, dat gaat niet. Nee, ik moet echt.